prepare a conference like this, and then you're in the middle of it, and it goes by real fast, at least for me and all the people around me helping me. I very much enjoyed it myself, not only the program, which I should leave to your judgment actually, but especially to meet many old friends, or not so old, but kind of medium old friends. I'm getting old, I guess. But also so many young people attended this conference. In the beginning, I think I showed some statistics, and about 40% of you are PhD students, which I assume are relatively young people. And I hope many of them will become friends. I was able to talk to quite a few of you, but of course not everyone. But I also hope that the ESP will not only become kind of a partnership on ecosystem services and how to kind of all together achieve a more sustainable society, but also a partnership of friends working together on this towards this goal. We had a very full program, thanks to you actually, providing so many abstracts. I mentioned it earlier, 177 papers I think and 75 posters. Both for environmental and time reasons we are not going to make proceedings, but we are going to do our best to put as many of the presentations on the website. Also we taped quite a few of these keynote sessions and some of the parallel sessions, which I would have liked to attend myself, which I could not, so you can have a look at that on the internet. We also prepared a questionnaire. Actually, Katalin analyzed the questionnaire, and we had wanted to squeeze that also into the feedback session, but we ran over time there a little bit already, so we decided not to do that. And actually, the outcome of it was quite comparable with the issues that came out of the workshops and the sessions. But we will put the results of that also on the internet. Okay, before we can go to the bar and get some drinks, I would like to thank a few people. First of all, to Yen. You probably have seen her all, maybe you did not hear her, because she has been working very quietly behind the scenes before this conference. Can you come up on stage? Don't be afraid, I'm not going to ask you to speak. But yes, she has very efficiently set up a system to deal with all the registrations that came in and kept coming in and become more and more than 280 or something at some point. And also welcoming you all to the conference and registering you. I want to thank you with I was just standing here for decoration, but they were she's going to get some more presents, but I will give them in a moment, because I also want to ask Alexander and Katalin to come forward. They have done all kinds of different things in order to help make this possible. As the conference came closer, they were more and more distracted from their PhD work, which was their main job actually at our institute. But I think towards the last few weeks of the conference, you spent more time on helping us than working on your PhDs. I see Rick sitting in the audience. I hope he doesn't hear this, which is in vain hope. But I'm sure you will be able to catch up with the lost time. So the other two flowers bouquets are for you. Maybe you want to pick them up while I get the other.
How charming.
I'm not so good at multitasking, I guess. Maybe you don't know one of the positive effects of climate change, but in Wageningen, or not in Wageningen, but in the Netherlands, we now have 180 vineyards, and some of the best ones are here in Wageningen. and especially 2007 was a very good year. And I got 3 of the last bottles. They're now sold out. So I hope you like. Can you help me because my my box is up. You like fine. And of course, you too are going to give away your gift. So also for you, the last. What a surprise! Thank you all very much.
It's decoration.
And last but not least, especially in this case, Sander, can you please come on stage? Well, I think the applause says enough. I don't think I have to say any more. Also, Leon already mentioned that we don't know how we would have organized this conference without your help. And actually, towards the moment of the conference came closer, I started to get worried about your health. I didn't know how long you would keep up working 12 hours a day or even longer. More and more when I woke up in the morning and I started up my email program, I saw emails 2:30 in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning coming from you. So yes, we are really very grateful with the enormous amount of energy you put into this conference. For you, I also got. Like I said before, I got the last 3 bottles of the 2007 year, so I don't have a 2007 wine for you, but the 2010 was also a very good year, and it's even a bigger bottle than the other one. And one last gift, but I think it's a beautiful gift. And I hope that after you slept the whole weekend and wake up on Monday, that you will start reading this book with pleasure. It's called The Wealth of Nature. Maybe you've heard about it. It's written by Jeffrey McNeely and also Neville Ash, the person we tried to get on the video today. He did send me an email later this afternoon that he was very sorry that it didn't work out with the connection. And he will update me as soon as possible about the outcome. So I will let you know what happened in Nairobi as soon as possible. And it's a book about ecosystem services, full with beautiful pictures, not that much text. So I think you should be able to read this before you get to sleep. Thank you very much. And finally, thank you, of course. I mean, Sander was unmissbar. How do you say that in English? Irreplaceable. But actually you too, if the audience, if you wouldn't be here, it would be quite silly to stand up here. So thank you very much for coming, for being so active in the conference, and actually also yesterday during the excursion. All the guides that we met later on in the little restaurant where we got our coffee and apple pie, they were unanimous in their very positive surprise that the groups that they were guiding were so inquisitive and had so many questions. They thought the scientists coming from all over the world looking at this little area, this little stamp compared to all those other big sites. They felt a little bit embarrassed almost in the beginning to show you, but they were very enthusiastic when they came back about your inquisitive questions. So thanks a lot, and I hope to see many of you at our next conference.